Hello and welcome to Practice Insight, your trusted podcast for exploring the changing world of healthcare in India. I'm your host Suresh, and today we are diving into a subject that's becoming more and more important as technology reshapes medicine: the medico legal aspects of telemedicine in India. Over the past few years, especially after the COVID 19 pandemic, telemedicine has grown from being a convenient option to a mainstream necessity. Patients can now consult doctors over video calls, get prescriptions online, and even receive follow up care without ever stepping into a clinic. But with this convenience comes complexity. What are the legal responsibilities of doctors in telemedicine? What rights do patients have? And how do the guidelines in India regulate this digital form of healthcare? That's what we'll explore in today's episode. What is telemedicine? Let's start with the basics. Telemedicine simply means the delivery of healthcare services, diagnosis, treatment, or advice through digital communication tools like video, phone, email, or apps. In India, this is particularly powerful because it bridges the urban rural healthcare gap. A patient in a remote village can connect with a specialist in Delhi or Mumbai without having to travel hundreds of kilometers. However, because medicine deals with people's lives, telemedicine can't just run unregulated. That's why India has laid down a structured legal framework. The legal framework in India. The most important milestone came in March 2020 when the telemedicine practice guidelines were officially notified by the Medical Council of India (MCI), now governed by the National Medical Commission (NMC). These guidelines were issued under the Indian Medical Council Act 1956, and they set the rules for how doctors can consult patients remotely. Here are the key highlights. Who can practice telemedicine? Only a registered medical practitioner (RMP) enrolled in the State Medical Register or National Register can offer teleconsultations. Types of consultations allowed: first consults, follow up consults, and even emergency care, though with restrictions. Emergency teleconsults must always be followed by in person care when necessary. Mode of communication. Consultations may happen over text, audio, or video, but the level of prescription authority differs. Video calls give the highest level of confidence for diagnosis and prescribing. Prescriptions. Certain drugs, like over the counter medicines, can be prescribed over any medium, but Schedule X drugs and narcotics cannot be prescribed via telemedicine. Documentation. Every teleconsult must be properly documented by the doctor, just like an in person consultation. Responsibilities of doctors. Now let's talk about the medico-legal duties of doctors. Consent. Before starting a teleconsultation, patient consent is essential. It may be implied, like when a patient initiates the consultation, or explicit, especially in sensitive cases. Standard of care. The doctor is expected to provide the same standard of care as in a physical consultation. If negligence occurs, liability remains the same as in face-to-face treatment. Confidentiality and data protection. Patient information must be kept confidential. Sharing medical details without consent can invite legal action under not only medical ethics but also IT laws. Identity verification. Doctors must clearly identify themselves with their name, qualifications, and registration number. Likewise, patients must also disclose their identity for records. Prescribing medicines. As I mentioned earlier, prescribing restricted medicines is illegal via teleconsult. Doctors must stick to the list of permitted drugs. Challenges and risks. Even with guidelines, telemedicine comes with challenges. Misdiagnosis risk. Without physical examination, some conditions may be missed. This can expose doctors to negligence claims. Cross-border consultations. Indian guidelines cover RMPs registered in India. But what about foreign doctors consulting Indian patients? This remains a grey area. Data privacy. Telemedicine platforms store sensitive patient data. A breach could lead to medico-legal disputes under the Information Technology Act 2000 and even the new Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. Documentation gaps. Inadequate record keeping during teleconsults can weaken a doctor's defense in case of a legal complaint. Patient rights. Patients too have legal rights in telemedicine, and awareness of these is increasing. Right to informed consent. Patients must know what telemedicine involves and must agree before proceeding. Right to privacy. Medical history, reports, and conversations must be protected. Right to standard care. Patients can expect the same diligence as in-person consultations. Right to redressal. If there is negligence, patients can approach consumer courts, medical councils, or even civil courts. Way forward.